Hi there. Welcome to Apple World. Blac Chyna simply continues to win as a model business person, and Ransac's ex just scored one more significant success in her fight in court against the Kardashian-Jenner group. And this time it's significant that Blac is still up in the air to bring down their Kardashian-Jenners, beginning with the momager Kris Jenner, who Chyna claims utilized a slanderous lie to get Chyna's show dropped. And it's not just Kris who purportedly plotted against Chyna yet. Addition. Ali, Kim, Khloe, and Kylie. So how did the Kardashian-Jenners attempt to annihilate Chyna? And all the more critically, will Chyna prevail with regards to attempting to obliterate them? Blac Chyna, whose original name is Angela Renee White, met Luke Kardashian at Kendall Jenner's sweet 16th birthday celebration back in 2011, yet they didn't begin dating until the start of 2016. In January 2016, Chyna made the relationship Instagram official by sharing a now-erased photograph of her and burglarized embracing, and in spite of the fact that Luke's face wasn't noticeable, the fans promptly perceived the tattoos on his arm. The relationship was questionable all along, predominantly due to Chyna being both Kylie's ex-Tyga's child mother, as well as Kim Kardashian's previous companion. Chyna was naturally irate when Tyga began dating Kylie, who by the way was underage at the time. As a matter of fact, she was only 14 when she met 22-year-old Tyga at a birthday celebration. 3 years after the fact, the pair began showing up on one another's web-based entertainment. And when Kylie was 17, a video surfaced of Tyga offering her a chance of tequila. Chyna later uncovered that she was the last to be aware of Tyga and Kylie, and said she possibly found out when she got tossed out of the house she imparted to Tyga. At the time, Chyna and Kylie began concealing each other each opportunity though. And obviously the Kardashian family participated and agreed with Kylie's position. Kim, who used to be old buddies with Chyna before the entire Tyga and Kylie circumstance, told her sisters on an episode of Staying Aware of the Kardashians that she comprehends how Kylie dating Tyga totally made Chyna extremely upset. Yet she additionally added that she had no real option except to take Kylie's side anyway. Chyna later suggested in her meeting with Wendy Williams that Kim wasn't that comprehensive, all things considered, and that the remainder of the family burned through no time removing her. Tyga began dating Kylie, said Chyna. And after that happened, that is when obviously the family, similar to okay, well, bye young lady, and tossed me under the transport. Yet things got significantly more chaotic among Chyna and the Kardashians when Chyna began dating Luke. At first, burglarized appeared to be really enamored with Chyna, and a source told Individuals magazine in February 2016 that this was whenever that first Ransac had a so hopeful outlook on life in years, not long from now before he began dating Chyna. Ransac was determined to have diabetes subsequent to fighting misery and acquiring 100 pounds, yet as per the source, Chyna propelled him to take on a better way of life, and without precedent for a really long time, burglarized appeared to be extremely amped up for the future. Ransac family anyway weren't energized by any means. And Kylie was obviously enraged when she figured out a source near the family uncovered that Kylie felt super double-crossed and couldn't comprehend the reason why somebody in her own family would betray her like that. And when Luke and Chyna declared they got participated in April 2016, it required close to 30 days for Burglarize's family to try and recognize the news. In May 2016, Ransac and Chyna uncovered they were expecting their most memorable youngster, yet a couple of months into Chyna's pregnancy, bits of gossip began spreading that the couple had thrown in the towel, and however, Burglarize unexpectedly unfollowed his life partner on Instagram and erased every last bit of her photos. A source guaranteed the pair was still attached and uncovered that they had begun recording their own unscripted TV drama Loot in Chyna. On November 10th, Kingy and Ransac invited their most memorable kid, a little girl named Dream Ren, yet not even the introduction of their girl was sufficient to stop the show, and simply a month after the fact, Chyna's Instagram was hacked, with the unknown programmer taking steps to uncover Chyna for supposedly undermining Ransac. Chyna anyway guaranteed Loot was liable for the hacking, which certainly appeared to be conceivable since one of the messages the programmer presented coordinated the devotees on Loot Snapchat, where Burglarize had posted a peculiar video showing his unfilled house. Chyna then chose to fire back and shared an extensive message on Instagram saying that it's miserable and pitiable how low Ransac would go as far as conceal his private matters. Chyna composed, Burglarize requested all of this, Loot besieged Chet me to have dream. He worried me my whole pregnancy, blaming me for tricking, going off the deep end on me with gigantic text impacts day to day, being a flat-out insane person, and afterward concealed with gifts. Kenya likewise denied truly undermining burglarize and asserted that ransack just had her Instagram hacked on the grounds that he was frantic and was unable to see any genuine verification that she was being faithless. Not long after, a source told Individuals magazine that Burglarize's family was attempting to reduce most, if not all, connection with Chyna since they couldn't stand the harmful relationship. In any event, a portion of his relatives need ransack to break up with Chyna, so they can say, "We told you so, loot, you merit better," the source added later. Momentarily reconnecting in January 2017, Burglarize and Chyna tapped out again in mid-February, and the source uncovered the wedding plans were off following a couple of long stretches of consistent hypothesis about the relationship status. The situation blew over on July 5, 2017, when ransack took to Instagram to hammer Chyna and shared a progression of her private photographs. Yet Chyna then applauded back and blamed Burglarize for pounding her and attempting to carry on like it never happened. "I should hush up on the grounds that you're Kardashian," Chyna composed, adding, "The light will come to the light. Sharing somebody's private photographs without their assent is unlawful in California, so Chyna prosecuted Loot and was conceded a controlling request against him." Chyna later focused on the circumstances in a meeting with an Individual magazine and said, "Words will be words. But when you begin posting real pictures, that is simply not right. It's really illegal if I somehow manage to proceed to do a very refined top-of-the-line photograph shoot. That is my decision. This is my body. It's my right. When another person does, it's simply not right." However, when you thought Loot had at long last woken up, he and his sister Kylie recorded a claim against Chyna, guaranteeing that Chyna had attempted to gag ransack with an iPhone string and blamed her for a conscious endeavor to coerce the Kardashian family for her own financial additions in their protest. Ransack and Kylie guaranteed Chyna's choice to have a child with Loot was completely an inside-and-out extortion to check out the Kardashian family, as indicated by Burglarize and Kylie's key out reports. Chyna attaches Kylie by advising her to get tests for completely scent infections since Kylie was dating Tyga, who is the dad of Chyna's most memorable kid, Lord Cairo Ransack, and Kylie likewise alluded to Chyna as a stripper with notoriety as a cash-hungry, bold pseudo-big name, as many fans brought up Kardashians calling somebody a pseudo-VIP is clever, and clearly Chyna thought so as well. So she chose to hold nothing back and sue the entire Kardashian group. On October 17, 2017, Chyna recorded a claim against Loot, his mom Kris Jenner, and his sisters Kim, Khloe, and Kylie. In her claim, Chyna guaranteed ransack had genuinely gone after her on numerous events during their relationship, and expressed that in vengeance, the Kardashian-Jenner family became media hunters, disgracing her via virtual entertainment, and killed her hit network show Burglarize in Chyna, which had as of now started shooting a subsequent season as per Chyna. The Kardashians deliberately impeded Chyna's unscripted television show and kept Eve from bringing it back briefly season on October 28. It was accounted for that the Kardashians attempted to get Chyna's claim excused, yet a Los Angeles predominant court judge denied their movement. However, many individuals thought Chyna didn't have a potential for success against the Kardashians. She discredited them all by, as of late, scoring one more major legitimate triumph on February 12, 2021. Chyna's lawyer, Linciani, told Page 6 that a California request court decided that Loot Kardashian's ex is qualified for a jury preliminary in her criticism and deliberate impedance with contract case in regards to the dropping of her previous e-show. Robin Chyna passed judgment on the decision that Chyna had submitted significant proof supporting her case that Kris Jenner lied about Chyna hitting ransack and afterward utilized that to mislead, have Chyna's unscripted TV drama dropped by Chyna's legal advisor. Chyna likewise demonstrated that, in spite of the fact that Kris Jenner was the initiator of the plot to get season 2 of Loot,